So here's an update for you. Don't quite have blooms. Oh, actually we do on the dogwood. They're just really pale. Got some hellebore. Ignore all dog poop in the front garden. Look, our wisteria is getting some blossoms. Excuse me, I'm out of breath. I just came back from a run. We've got progress on the daylilies. Strawberries are up, as well as black-eyed Susans. Not blossoms yet. This is autumn clematis, which is greening up. Lots of progress on the peonies. A big bush of cilantro. Peonies. Kale. Lots of wildflowers showing greens. Tulips. Poppy, no blossoms yet. Peach tree is in blossom. I gotta speed this up so I can send it to you via phone. That may not happen. Forsythia still in bloom 2 weeks later. We got lots of lily of the valley coming up. No blossoms blooming yet. Let's see what else. Over here, we left the kale out a good long time. So that has some blossoms, never saw that. Pansies. We've got vines that I think are Morning Glory or Clematis. I'm not sure. We got an azalea that has buds but isn't blooming. Hosta's up. Anise hyssop has escaped its pot. I don't remember what those guys are called. Some form of coral bells. Billy Ball, I think. Again, I'll have to ask Ashley to remind me. That we might have cut back too far. Around the house, we've got an apple tree with buds that aren't in bloom yet. Let's see. Hostas, daffodils. We got blackberries. There's a bunny! Coral bells. All the ferns have made a lot of progress. Lots of columbines. Lilies. Those black-eyed Susans are taking over. Hosta, coral bell. Lots of progress on the bleeding hearts. Solomon seal. Lots of little violets. Some decorative grasses over there. I think that's Joe Pyeweed. I don't know. Hosta, phlox. Oh, and here you can see the progress. This is where my fence is going to be. The posts have managed to withstand the windstorms we've had. Look how huge these primroses are. All the glory of the snow is about done, except for a couple blossoms here and there. But we've got tons and tons of bleeding hearts. We decided to go ahead and plant this cactus outside, and if it dies, we don't care. It's sort of in the beds there, and some of our other succulents, this all was succulents last year, are coming back. Hooray for neglect. Apparently it works for some things. That's a really big lily. Not a ton of progress here. Little succulents again. Stayed out all winter. Survived somehow. Lots of progress on the ferns. This is, again, we're going to have a gate here. Coming up this side, periwinkle and ferns. Lilac has buds but isn't in bloom yet. Something this rhododendron doesn't like either. Hydrangeas are coming on. These are pinks, I think. I might be making that up. Columbine. Daffodils and hyacinths are about done. Again, fence is going to run along here. Winds have been so strong it kind of pulled down the lights. I need to put those back up. Look how pretty the glade down below looks. This guy's doing good. I think we're a little late on cutting the fig tree back, but we're gonna have to do it, else it's gonna block out the sun on everything. These are astilbes that we didn't manage to kill. Lots of grape hyacinth still left. We're trying to get periwinkle to spread down the bank. Got lily of the valley here. This is borage, I think, coming up. There's too much of that. We need to thin it out. Ooh, it's so pretty down here in the morning. I also need to rake the compost. Our oak leaf hydrangea is coming up. No blossoms yet. I don't know what that's called, and if it's supposed to be variegated or if it's just another thing that's dying somehow. Hellsboar is doing good. We have a bunch of different kinds of coral bells. These are all the wild white strawberries. Pretty little violets. Oh, and I forget to show you, there's a stick up there where we have dogtooth violet coming up, but just one tiny leaf. We're hoping for more. Those, I think, are the naturally occurring false Solomon seal. I think those white guys are some type of coral bell, but I easily could be wrong. I don't know if this is some type of phlox. I don't know. Gee, aren't they so pretty and delicate? Mom has been putting in our free borders, but it's kind of hard because down here everything kind of grows where it wants. This is some kind of lily. I think it's those ones on a stalk that pop up that are pink. We have some little May apple babies. More hosta than you can shake a stick at. I was just weeding down here last night. Little purple guys off in the distance there, I think, are phlox. I'm not sure what these little delicate pink guys are. I think they're pretty. And look, the bluebells are all out. Great. And again, here's our poor dying rhododendrons. And azalea, or not azalea, rhododendron. I don't know what these guys are either. Feel free to let me know what any of these things are. May apples. No fruit on them yet or flowers, but cuties. Poor dead holly. And there was some trillium that came up last year in front of the compost, so I'm trying to keep my eye out for it, but I haven't seen it yet. So there's your update. Boy, this was a long one. Sorry.